Well, staying safe in this extreme heat really is the message today. Brian and Dylan join us now to talk us through why today is an impact day. Brian, we'll start with you about this heat before we get to Dylan talking about storms.
Yeah, the heat's more likely going to impact the larger population today, and all age groups are susceptible to this. Usually when we talk about heat beginning to build, there are some sensitive groups that could be a little more susceptible to heat-related illnesses. This is hot that anyone who overdoes it outside or spends too much time outside could feel the effects of the beginnings of at least some heat-related illnesses. So we have a heat advisory in place. Dylan's going to talk about the storms coming up. And getting into the weekend, storms may still be something you need to plan around. So we'll get into all that as well. Let's start with yesterday's high. Whew. 96 degrees yesterday afternoon. It's hard to miss the 100 they posted in Burlington yesterday. 94 Asheboro, 96 in Lexington yesterday. We were 12 degrees above normal for June. That's rare. And we got a little bit of a temperature head start at 72 early in the morning. This was the warmest day of the year and ties the warmest day from last year. I believe it was June 24th. We last hit 96 degrees, give or take a day back then. And so certainly this is not something we see all that often. The trend lately has been for some dry weather. We had that kind of wet week, 6 or 7 days of measurable rain in late May. Since then, we've been bone dry. We are expecting trace amounts. Yeah, I just said 6, 7. Dylan just pointed that out to me. I heard it too. Trace amounts of rain for the month so far. We're about 1.5 inches below normal for the year. We're more than 7 inches down. When it's this hot, that's bad. So 2 weeks ago, this is what our drought map looked like. We actually had some improvements from that late May rain, and it actually shrank that extreme drought area a little bit and removed the exceptional drought that we had over parts of Wilkes County and then moving into some of the mountains. But the fact that we've been dry for June, that exceptional is back. It's in a different place this time. The driest weather, the worst drought that we have in the state does include parts of the Triad, southeast Guilford County, Alamance County south of Burlington, certainly in that highest category. So we do have some work to do, and I'm not sure the rains we have coming are going to get the job done. Temperatures over the area now, low to mid 70s for most, still at 79 degrees, just kind of grabs you out in Burlington. And when you factor in the high humidity, this is what it feels like outside. This time of day, there usually isn't a big difference between the temperature and the heat index, but there is in Burlington. Takes you out of the 70s and into the 80s. We had a few clouds come in overnight that are thinning. We're going to start the day sunny. We already are. Just kind of hazy sunshine today, and the heat, like yesterday, is going to build very, very quickly. It will come to an end when you start to see some rain coming in, and Dylan's going to help us with the timing in just a couple of minutes. But as far as our temperatures go today, the heat, again, is going to affect us first. And as far as our weather impact day goes, the heat is the initial part of this, and then the chance for severe weather comes later on. High temperatures, again, around 97. I'm trying to remember the last time I had a temperature this high on your forecast. The heat index should be in the triple digits by early afternoon today and could get as high as 109 degrees later on today. For the foothills, Surrey County, Stokes County, high temperatures should be around 95. You'll also feel the triple digit heat. And we'll have a chance for showers and storms developing later in the day. Mountain temperatures somewhere in the mid 80s. Wouldn't be surprised if we had some upper 80s. Heat index may approach 90 degrees. So that heat advisory was expanded from yesterday out of Montgomery County to include the entire Piedmont Triad. And this entire orange area is expecting at least a heat index value of 100, could be as high as 105 in spots, 109 the target temperature in some of our southern counties. So heat-related illnesses could be problematic. Make sure you check on your neighbors, especially if they're elderly. If your air conditioning is on the fritz, find a public place you can go to. A library is a good place to go. Go grab a bite to eat somewhere, catch a movie. It is the movie season, and ride through those hottest hours of the day to make sure you and your family stay safe. Again, the heat builds, and that heat is actually going to help keep storms going later today. Meteorologist Dylan Heller is with us now. We have a pretty decent severe weather risk today, Dylan. We'll wait and see if everyone sees those or not.
Yeah, right, Brian. I think they're going to be probably isolated, maybe scattered across the area, so everyone's going to experience the heat. not everyone gets a storm, but the storms that do pop up and develop could really pack a punch. A high heat and humidity environment like we have out there provides a lot of fuel for these storms, so they could pack a little bit of an extra punch as opposed to just a normal summertime pop-up downpour. We've got a cold front that's going to start to approach later on this afternoon and evening from the north and west, and that'll kind of be the kick, the spark to help a few of these showers and storms fire up. Pretty isolated at first, but then they may become a little more scattered by the evening as they come out of the mountains and foothills. You see here in yellow, the entire area has a level 2 out of 5 slight risk for seeing maybe an isolated, strong, or possibly even severe thunderstorm later this afternoon or evening. In any of those stronger cells, our main concern would be from damaging wind gusts. These storms can kind of load up and then dump a bunch of wind, bring down a couple of trees. That may be possible with a couple of them. Some hail is also possible, and of course, heavy rain will be a concern as well. I think most of today is just hot and dry, but by late afternoon and evening, those showers, storms start to fire up a bit, and some of them could pack a punch. We'll start Saturday dry, and I think most of Saturday looks dry. Just a very isolated chance of a pop-up downpour, maybe isolated storm. Sunday, we've got another little disturbance that's going to come by and bring us another chance, a better chance for some showers and storms. And again, some of those could be strong too. So be ready for the heat and the storm risk today. It stays hot through the weekend with highs in the low 90s. A couple isolated storms possible from time to time. Thankfully, looks like that heat backs off a bit next week with highs back in the 80s.